We talk. Hey, you made it. Take a breath. This is your moment. Right here, right now. We talk big dreams, small steps, real days, messy hearts, and finding our way. Welcome to this big life, where the little things change everything. Pull up a chair, press play. Let's groove, let's live, let's live. Yeah, this big life.
Hello. No, we'll never get this right. Hello and welcome to This Big Life podcast. We are on, it's camp, is it 15?
15?
Is
Yes,
it
I'm going to
15?
adjust my camera now
Oh
because
my God.
it is episode 15.
15. So there you are, lads. The weeks,
Episode
the
15.
months, it's just flying. It's just absolutely flying.
I know.
With myself, Siobhan, my fab curvy life, and my gorgeous
And myself,
co-host,
Nicola Moore.
Nicola Moore.
And it is officially the last day of May. Whoop, whoop, whoop. The 31st of May. Thank God.
I know, it's serious, isn't it? Like,
Yeah,
where did them
it's
flip
mad.
them? Do you know what? It just seems like we blink and it was Christmas. So we've gone from Christmas to June bank holiday.
To June bank holiday, yeah. I'm kind of like, do you know what? I love, so the start of the year, January is like the longest month of the year because I just think January will never come around. Am I glitchy, Siobhan?
Yeah, you nearly. Yeah,
What's going on?
you nearly look like. I'm not really sure how to tell you what you look like. You look like you're twitching.
Yeah,
You know
I feel
that.
like your man.
What did you?
What? I just sit here
Do you
doing
know,
this the
like,
whole
what's
night through
that
the
thing where
podcast.
you twitch?
Tourette's,
Tourette's. Yeah,
the film.
but
Yeah,
like you
the
had
Fred.
pieces
What was the
twitching
film
that
called?
I've never seen.
Yeah, I'm just gonna sit still. Did you actually see that film about the guy with Tourette's?
Yeah, very
It
good.
was excellent. Oh, it was just brilliant. I mean, he had such a tough life, like through
Do
no
you know
fault
what
of
I
his own.
loved? I loved the way he went full circle was one. Two is I love when he kicked the dog, but your man was so that gave him the job in the community centre.
Oh, he
Do
was
you know when he
class.
went in for the interview, and then when he just before he finished in the interview, he kicked the dog because he didn't mean to. Like he had one of his
Yeah,
his
sure.
Tourette moments, and I just
one of his
thought that
episodes.
man had such understanding. It was a brilliant film.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen it, definitely look at it. What was that called?
What was it? I don't know. Was it like I swear? I swear.
I swear.
It's called I
Yeah.
swear. Yeah.
And you know
So
what was
I
very
swear
sad
I'm not
though?
going
It
to
was
move
very
because
sad. You look like
the
you've
whole film
Tourette's.
was sad, I thought.
No.
Yeah. I'm not moving for the rest of this interview, Siobhan.
Your eyes and everything is twitching. I swear to God. I swear. I hope people actually see this one because if they do, they'll actually pee on themselves. They will literally pee on themselves if they see this one.
If you haven't tuned in visually, then tune in now. I look like I'm in one of those kung fu films. You want to fight?
What is that?
Fight me. I don't know. It's something to do with the video because I put a blurred background in. So now the
If you
video is blurred. And
If you
I
took the
can't
blurred
take it off
background
now
out.
because I can't because we're in the middle of recording. Can't
Oh,
change.
Jesus. You have to laugh, in fairness.
Yeah. Anyway, look, it is what it is. So there we go. Look, you may just do it either a glitchy. You can do it a glitchy me, or we can stop and start again. What do you want to do?
No, we're not going to stop and start again. We actually would prefer to be laughing at. We prefer to be laughing at you, the glitchy you.
I'm going to do
Because people used to think I was mad, but you know what? Now that's proven that you are totally mad.
Oh, I am. Listen, I tell you now, I have never claimed to be anything else than completely in stonewall and utterly mad because it's what keeps me fucking sane. Anyway,
that's
I'm
true.
going to be like, what's his name? What's your man? Pee Wee Herman. I got like here. He doesn't move his face. Hello. I'm Pee Wee Herman.
You have a hand up your arse, moving your mouth, is it?
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I'm do this. So that's not, I don't have a double chin wobbling. That's just a glitch in the video, just for people's references, you know.
Well, could you glitch around there for me?
Not possible.
Just so you can't see mine
Actually,
then.
last week's episode, when I done the screenshots to do the promo video, because what you call it, I just hadn't got time to analyze, so I just played the video and done a couple of screenshots, and the promo video came up, and there was one of we're like turkey necks strung out.
When we were trying to
Anyway,
fix that.
yeah, we're trying to start to. Anyway, haven't we had a fabulous week of weather?
Oh God, it's been unbelievable, hasn't it?
It has been glorious.
Unbelievable.
It's probably the hottest few days that we've had in a long, long time. And I am not complaining. I adore it. But in good old Robertstown and good old Kildare County Council style, they've turned off our feckin' water again. So we had
Do you
no
know what?
water for half of the week this week.
Like, we have rain in this country. Every
pisses
flippin'
me off.
day. At some stage, most days, it rains. And then as soon as the sun shines for a few hours, straight away, water goes off.
We had
Hose pipe ban.
64 days of rain. 64. And we've had like 3 days of sunshine and we're banned to have water. Like, what is wrong with us?
No, it's ridiculous.
just
It's
can't cope with it.
absolutely ridiculous. Yeah.
I mean,
It's
I'm
ridiculous.
feeling saucepans. Where's my dog gone? Oh, there they are.
Well, I can actually smell you from here.
I had a shower this morning before the water went, I'll have you know. And I'm gonna have a hand basin wash in the morning. I have a meeting at 10 o'clock. So what I usually do is I have a basin in the press. So I boil the kettle, I fill the basin with soapy water and I throw it over myself in the shower. So it's kind of like a hand basin shower. So look at lads, we've often I remember years ago.
An ice bucket challenge without the ice.
An ice bucket challenge without the ice. Yeah, it's a sud bucket challenge. But I remember years ago, we'd no water, and one of my sisters was going out, and she told Mammy to go down, and she couldn't go down to the bathroom because whoever was picking her up was already in the house. So she said to Mammy, go down and wet the face towel, and there was no water, so Mammy wet the face towel with red lemonade and brought it up for her to give herself a wash. So her legs were stuck together. Stuck together. So we've advanced since that. I will actually use soap and water tomorrow. When I'm
thank
doing
God. That's all I can say is thank God Robertstown has caught up with the times.
It's just a bit, but I'll go swimming after then. So I'll go into the gym and I'll have a little swim and have a shower after. So I don't panic too much, but I do feel sorry for anyone with small kids in that weather with no water and like trying to cook a dinner
even
and
if
wash
you have
house and wash clothes.
And like not even able to, do your water for your bottles and all that lark. You know what I mean? It's hard going, all right. Swimming.
No, it is.
What do you wear swimming?
I mean, what do I wear swimming?
Well, I hope you wear
a
clothes
dinosaur
of some
suit.
kind.
What do you think I wear fucking swimming? A swimming togs, Siobhan.
Like, what kind of a swimming togs?
Well, now, my personal preference is a tankini.
Now tankini, are we the top is like a skirt comes over your bottoms?
Yeah. So
okay, how big are the bottoms?
Tankinis. That's a very personal question, Siobhan.
I mean, are they like short
You
bottoms?
sound like, you know what you sound like now? You sound like them fucking French ones on Vinted when you put up a dress for sale and they go, can you measure from armpit to armpit and arsehole to breakfast time? No. I've been offering in the picture, buy it or piss off. Yeah. I'm like, oh my God. Either wear it or buy it or piss off altogether. But
no, €5.
For €5. Yeah. I'm like, away. But anyway, my Vinted is ticking along nicely. Willie Clancy is about to be funded, thank God. But anyway, for my swimsuit, I always wear a swim dress.
Okay.
But it's not like a swimming togs. It's a top and bottoms. So it's a separate. I do not like swimming togs. I used to wear swim dresses. God. Siobhan, I'm going to have to get a drink now because you're going to make me yawn. She does this every fucking week. She starts yawning. Do I
Come here.
bore you, Siobhan?
No, you
What?
don't, not at all. I'd be weeing on myself most weeks. Come here and I tell you. So is it a shorts on the bottom? Is it like a knee length leggings or
Yeah,
what is it on the
no,
bottom
no.
is what I mean?
Well, I used to wear the knickers part and the swim dress, because the swim dress, I always buy them that they kind of cover my least favorite area, which is the top part of my leg.
Yeah.
Even though the bottom part is gammy, I don't really give a shit who sees the bottom part, but I don't give a shit who sees any part when I go swimming anyway. But I like to just cover me tum and me legs, top of me legs.
Okay.
So I wear a swim dress, but lately I've bought like a bicycle kind of shorts, swim shorts they're called.
I never seen them.
Oh, they're deadly. So I have a swim dress and a swim shorts, and that's what I wear. And I love them. I just feel really comfortable in them. And I have a white pair and a black pair. And then I have a couple of different swimming togs. So I'll wear one or the other. But I have a red swimming togs, I have a leopard print swimming togs. I have one that's floral and a chiffon kind of overlay drop on it, or a meshy kind of overlay. And yeah, but
So
I
are
love
you
my
saying
swim
that you
togs.
put on the leggings and then you put the swimmer togs over that?
Shorts, Siobhan. They're swim shorts. So they look like a bicycle shorts, right?
Yeah.
I
So
don't
do you
wear
put them on?
leggings. I know I said I wear leggings a lot, but I don't wear leggings swimming. Let's just get that out of the way.
You think she was going scuba diving
Fuck's
instead for a
sake.
swim?
I swear to Jesus, I remember years ago in Courtown, there was this old fella got out to swim one day, and it took him about 2 hours between stripping off and then getting dressed. He stripped off, he came in first, he had a Crombie coat, he had a jacket, he had a waistcoat, he had a jumper, he had a shirt, he had a long johns, he had a vest, he had an underpants, a pair of socks, a pair of shoes. And we were rolling around the sand laughing. I said, it'd be fucking tight, it'd be coming in before he stripped. So no, I'm not that bad. But anyway,
No, but like
I
what I'm
wear
trying
their
to see
bicycle
is,
shorts.
yeah, and then you put the swimmer togs up over them.
Do I put the swimming? Yeah, so it's two-piece like. So I put on my shorts, then I put on my swim dress over it.
Oh, it's a swim dress. Okay, yeah. Because
Yeah.
I do wear, you know, the ones that's like, so they're like strapless, or you can put the straps around your neck. So I wear the strapless ones, like, so they come around, let's say, the boob area, and then they kind of swing a bit. So that's the top of them, and the bottom then is like a pair of boxer shorts for all the world. And that's the ones I do wear, because I find them dead handy, because you know, if you're going for a walk along the prom, you can just pull your shorts over the bottom and you can wear the top then. It's like it's like, let's say, a boob tube or one of them, you know, when you're going for a walk.
Yeah.
So I find them brilliant. And I have to say, I get a lot of them off of Shein or Temu. Where do you buy
Oh,
yours?
I'm banned from Shein.
No, you're banned from buying dresses from Shein.
Anyway, I have a few in my basket at the minute.
I was just
swim
going to
togs, I mean.
say, I know by the way you said that,
Swimming
they're
togs.
actually further than your basket.
No,
So
they're not. Though
is that
I
where you
haven't
buy
made a
them as
purchase.
well?
I will show you. Yeah. So I'll show you kind of like what I would usually buy. So anyone that's tuning in visually
Because I know
can
loads
see
of
what I
people who
mean.
ask that question. I know, like, we often get messages about swimwear, like what swimwear do we wear and where do we buy it and everything else. And the best way I'd say to you, if you are buying off Shein or Temu and it's new to you, certainly look at the reviews.
And stop
Look at
yawning,
the
Siobhan, you're
reviews.
making me tired. So this is what I would wear. So you can see
Yeah.
this, right? And then it is a swim dress. Oh, swipe you. Why is it not swiping? Hang on. Yeah. So I'll buy that, but I wear that with just the swim knickers. So that's two pieces. So it's the knickers and the actual dress is separate. Do you know what I mean?
Excuse me.
Now she's choking on me. So that's
Now I'm sneezing.
but I did find these. Oh, look at that lovely dress. Oh, good God, get out of there, Nicola.
Yeah, get out of there,
I
Nicola.
did find get out of there, Nicola.
65.
I
65.
Shh. I did find these. I love this. I love this. I love this. So this is a swimming togs with a little
Oh.
kind of a cap sleeve and a skirt.
Now that looks lovely.
So I actually
Oh,
like
yeah.
that idea. I do like that.
That's
So
lovely.
they're on Shein Hun. Yeah, and I did look at the reviews. Some people have them on. So again, if you look at the reviews, you'll see photographs of real people with them on. So there is a lady wearing that
Yeah.
bed. So she can just
Gorgeous.
pop on the skirt when she gets out of the pool. So I
Yeah.
might actually
And
invest in one of
actually, if
them,
you notice
Siobhan.
that, she actually has a pair of black knee-length pieces underneath as well.
Yeah, she has worn, well, she's probably just trying it on, I'd say, for the picture.
Yeah.
Like me with my white leggings. She was too lazy to take them off. But yeah, I think that's a great idea. And I like the cap sleeve on that as well. And it comes in pink and it comes in blue. And I might just get them for me hollybops.
But I tell
So
you,
that's the length. There's another lady who has it on, and that's the length of it there. So it's almost like a little dress, but
oh,
it's
it
a
is
swimming tops
actually.
and a skirt. Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't it
And
cool?
it's actually
So
perfect,
that's
yeah.
very good.
And there's a nice bit of coverage
Yeah.
in that. And the other thing I want to say to you is Shein actually, it sometimes it does up to 4XL and 5XL, but it also does an extended range. Did you ever notice that? It does an
Yeah, the
extended
curve
range
range.
and
She
the
won.
curve range, yeah. So, and it goes, no, but it goes right the way up. So if you are like
Did I
maybe,
did I notice something on Shein? Does it bear shit in the woods?
yeah, well, I know. But like,
Yeah.
so seriously, if you are like maybe 28, 30, 32, like it goes up there. So don't be afraid to like even buy one. I mean, it's not, they're dirt cheap. Let's say in fairness, they're, they're not going to cost the earth. So buy
Yes, I
even
don't
one,
know,
get an
17
idea of
euro.
what?
17 euro is a lot, Siobhan.
Shut up, you get buy the cheaper one. And check and see the price. You know what I mean? Get the idea of the size. Like, don't be afraid to, because in fairness, like swimming togs in Ireland, you're just not getting that wear out of it, except when you're in the pool every day or something. So you know what? Do definitely, if you're looking for the sizes and stuff. I mean, it's
Yeah.
brilliant for that. It really is brilliant for that kind of stuff. Absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
Without
No,
a
it is.
shadow of
And
a
it's good
doubt.
for choice because there's nice patterns. They have another one and it's like a bicycle short. Is that Willie after coming into the room there? You're
No,
waving
do you
at.
know who that is now? The most
Who's
best
that?
man in the whole wide world.
Oh, Bugsy.
Yeah, the best man in the
Good
whole
to see
wide
you.
world, aren't you?
Hey, Bugsy.
Do you want to come on and say hello?
This is the
The
grandson
best
now.
man in
This
the
is not
whole
the
wide
husband.
world. Come over here and say
The
hello.
the husband wouldn't get that welcome. Now, when Ben
No,
comes in
he's
from
too
Liverpool
shy.
drunk, do I get to do that with him? Come on in and
What?
say hello, Ben.
If Ben
When
comes
Ben
home
comes in
drunk, you
drunk
may
from
leave Ben
Liverpool,
where he is. Oh, you will probably be. Ben will be on the screen and you won't.
is Bowden not coming in to say hello?
No, not coming in to say he's too busy getting his drink and stuff. So he
Ah,
is. He's getting his drink. Very cold. He's very
he's
busy
getting.
playing.
Of course,
Very
yeah, of course
busy.
he is. But yeah. Anyway, so swimwear, yeah, swimwear. So would you, when you're going on holidays, would you be conscious of going out and swimming, or would you give a shit, or
Now it's
because I
funny when
know
I
when I
go.
tell people I go and swimming, they get kind of go, ooh, I wouldn't go
No,
swimming
no.
in front
When,
of
in
people.
all honesty, when I go on holidays, I wear what I told you. I wear the strapless one. You know what I mean? And I walk with that with me shorts and everything. But no, I'm not, because, like, even though my arms is my major hang up, I hate them. I actually don't show them on. Like, I don't mind showing them, should I say, on holidays. I don't mind. I'd never show them here, never. But when I'm away,
Yeah,
I don't care. For years, I went topless. I
yeah.
only ever brought bottoms and swimming togs with me.
Did you?
Never brought the tops. Yeah. I used
No.
to buy all the bottoms. Never bothered me at all to go topless, I have to say. Never even cost me a second thought. Because you know what? When you're away, loads of people were topless. So, and they were of every shape and make. Okay, there was some beautiful bodies, but like there was some looking much like myself. So you didn't bother. You didn't worry about it. You know what I mean? And then I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, I
No.
don't think younger people do now, do they?
Go topless.
Like the last time I was away, anyone that was topless was definitely older. Some of the, like, most of the younger ones weren't topless.
Well, I think that
So I definitely
mostly
think it's a
has to do with,
generational thing.
yeah, but I think mostly it has to do with cancerous rays and pigments and stuff like that and all of that. I think people are more conscious of that nowadays than they would have been maybe 20 years ago. I think people
Would
now
you think that?
kind of protect
I
the
think,
Pooh Bear.
okay, there is definitely a bit of that, but I also think that younger people are far more self-conscious. They're all, their boobs are flatter. Their boobs isn't sitting the right way. It's, you know what I mean? I think there's an element of that as well. Whereas my age group, would it, like, your boobs look the same as everyone else's? Your boobs are your boobs. Do you know what I mean? I
Yeah,
definitely think that there is that element as well, that like we weren't as self-conscious. If we were going to do it, we weren't as self-conscious as maybe the younger people are now. I mean, younger people now are so conscious about stuff that it's mind blowing. So it is, in comparison to
yeah,
the things that bothered us when we were their age. Do you know what I mean?
yeah. But we didn't have social media, and we also
That's what I
didn't have
mean.
false tan.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
We
Yeah.
didn't have
Like the
false
amount of
tan
people that get
as
a spray before they go on holidays.
yeah. So false tan wouldn't have been a thing back then. False tan would have been really new. So it would have been like a really like people. It's only in the last, I suppose, maybe what 10, 15 years that
Yeah.
spray tans have really taken off. So
Yeah.
like, and plus we didn't have social media. So it's like the other day when I was coming out of swimming, and I was coming into the dressing room, and there was two girls came in. One was going to the gym, the other was school. Like the other was in her school uniform, and she took out her phone and was sitting on her phone in the gym. And my first thought was, if she takes a picture of me and posts it on social media, I'll track her down and break her fucking jaw. That was my first thought. Now, it's not that I would be embarrassed about my figure or my body or my shape, but it isn't her place to take a picture. So I was really annoyed, and I was going to send them a note into the gym actually and say that phones should be banned beyond that point. Like if
Yeah.
somebody, to that if they know if they're taking them out, whether she's only on it on Snapchat or Instagram or whether she's texting her friend, that it makes them more aware of that they can't be using their phone in the
Well,
dressing room area.
now, do you know what? I never thought of that because, like, that would actually annoy me. I genuinely thought, I thought it was kind of like an unwritten rule. Why would you need your phone if you're going to the gym?
I will say this as well, Siobhan. One of the things that does annoy me, and I think I will mention it to them, there is children's classes on 2 days a week. It's a private pool, like, but there's
Yeah.
children's classes on 2 days a week. And in those 2 days, the parents are allowed to come in and sit around the pool and they take up 2 lanes. So there's 1 lane left for customers. So
Yeah.
majority of people know that there's lessons on, so they don't bother going in at that time. So it's grand because I get a free lane then. I'm able to go up and down the lane all on my own because there's nobody else
Yeah.
there. But the parents are allowed come in to the pool area with pool shoes on, them cover ups.
Yeah.
But they come in and they sit on their phone for the whole hour that the child is getting the lesson. So what is the point in them coming into the pool in the first place? They're not helping out. They're not watching their child. They're not supervising. They're sitting on their phones. So, like, they shouldn't really either, number one, be in there in the first place, because this is a private pool and I've paid to be a private member. Or two, if they do come in, they shouldn't be allowed to take out their phone. Because I've
No.
often gone swimming up along and I've often said, I'll go and get into the jacuzzi. And then I'm like, nah, I'm really uncomfortable with those. Now, again, like I said, I don't give a shit if somebody takes a picture of me and posts it online and somebody makes a sneer or laugh, whatever, like, because
I
that's a
know, but
them
Nicola,
problem.
do you
That's
know
not a
what?
me
That's an
problem.
invasion. It is an invasion of your privacy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
Regardless of what we say, you don't
it's
care.
an
Okay, you
invasion.
don't care, and what you put up yourself is fine. But you know what? It's not. It's the context it could be put up in.
Yes, the context. And what I'm saying is I would, I'd say, well, look, I'd be okay. I'll be able to fight my corner. But there could be somebody there, or there could be a day that I might not take it as well, and
Yeah,
it could affect somebody. And this is what's important, that we need to be aware of that. So I think I said to Ben, I think I'll write a note in and just say it to them because I don't want to have a conversation with them. I don't want to say it and let them know it's me that said it. And I don't want to make a big thing about it, but I just wanted to say, look, gently, this is something I'm uncomfortable with. Can you please put up a note to say no phones beyond this point? It's not
yeah.
acceptable, you
Well,
know?
I genuinely think in the gym, for one, I don't see the reason why you'd have your phone. And two is, I would have thought it was either a written rule or an unwritten rule that it just doesn't happen. You know what I mean? Because I
Yeah,
have to tell you, like for you, there could be a very, very young girl only starting the gym. There could be a young fella and maybe has, image dysphoria. There could be so many different things and they're there for whatever reasons. And then you have somebody taking the piss out of them and taking pictures of them. Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
So
Yeah, see, that's it.
they
But
might
I'm
look
I
perfect
just,
to us, but they mightn't feel perfect to themselves. So you have all
yeah,
those, you know. So
things.
yeah, I genuinely now that'll tell you I don't go to the gym, but I genuinely thought it was kind of like an unwritten rule.
Yeah, no,
I'm
I just,
just
well, it
naturally
should be.
athletic.
You're naturally athletic. You are. You'd be like the athlete is coming home to me now. He'll come in now after drinking anything that was drinkable. Eating, he sent me pictures of, he was in a Witherspoons for breakfast. He was in a kebab shop for lunch. He was in a chipper for dinner. They were in Supermax or Burger King or whatever it's called or wherever. He done nothing. He eat and drink muck all weekend. And he'll come
Yeah,
home here tonight like a boiled shite. And first thing tomorrow, I'll say, well, we just go to McDonald's or something for dinner this evening because
yeah,
it's too warm for
yeah.
cooking. And he'd say, oh, I'm not eating any of that rubbish. Oh, I'm not touching any of that rubbish. And I'm like, you need to do without it then. You know,
So
he was drinking all
you
weekend.
just throw all them images and pictures and all them voice clips that he sent you, like of where he was. Say, sorry, do you remember all
What?
this happening?
He did voice clips. I barely heard from him over the weekend. He's
Are you
gas, right? So he
serious?
goes away. Oh, yeah. When Ben goes away, I don't text him. I do not text him. I do not ring him. When he goes away, he goes away. Like, there's 13 lads gone. They're gone to Liverpool for the weekend. They go every year. So when Ben goes away with the lads, right, I don't hound him. Like, if he texts me, I'll say, yeah, well done, great night, whatever. Or he'll ring me. Like, he rang me. He went over they left on the early hours of Saturday morning,
Yeah.
Sunday night, or Saturday night, Sunday morning, 4 o'clock in the morning. So he texted me when we got there. We just landed great. Then he rang me, said, we just had breakfast and we're going to see, can we check in? Very good. That was Saturday. Heard nothing then. Sunday night after the match, I think I got a text about 11 o'clock to say, we heading back out. We wrecked tired. And I said, enjoy the night. That was it. So I don't
Hang on,
text him. But
they
if
were heading
I'm gone,
back out at 11 o'clock.
yeah, so they got over early hours, 8
Yeah.
o'clock, 9 o'clock, whatever. They went for breakfast, Witherspoons. The match was at 4 o'clock. So they went to Wetherspoons, had a couple of pints, went to the match. Then they'd be all sweaty and tired. So they probably went back, I don't know, probably went back and got a shower or something, went back out then that night then for pints or whatever.
Jesus, I
And,
tell you.
well, I wouldn't text it. Like, we wouldn't text one another. Now, in saying that, if I went down the town on my own, Ben would text me all night, like stupid things. Manny out, who's there? Anyone I know, like stupid things. I'm like, just get ready and come on. But no, it's
Yeah.
like completely different.
Oh
But
no,
yeah, I
I'd hear
wouldn't
from
text
Willie
him.
now. I'd hear from Willie. Well, not that he's ever goes, but I definitely would hear, and he'd definitely hear from me. I'd be in touch a couple of times during the day, and I mean, stuff like that. Yeah, no, I definitely would.
No, we don't. I just think there's like, not that there's no need, but he's away with the lads. He doesn't want to be sitting up texting me when he's with the lads and stuff. So he's
But
quite
you
happy,
don't
and I'm quite
worry.
happy not hearing from him. No, I don't. If something's happening, he'd text me or ring me or I'd hear from somebody. But no, but he will check in the morning and he'll text me to say good night, love you at night time. But other than that, I
Yeah,
don't hear from him. Yeah. And that's okay. I'm okay with that. I'm not
yeah.
going to cry.
What
Yeah,
you
I'm all right with that.
like? You
Yeah,
you
yeah,
love
yeah. But I did
loving the
miss him now, I
fact
have to say.
you loving the fact to have the house to yourself, just you and your doggies, doing whatever you wanted
Well, I
yourself.
didn't. Siobhan, I swear to God, if I get to sit on my own couch tonight now, I would be so happy to just. I have not had a minute this last couple of weeks. Well, literally since this year started, I seem to be chasing my tail. But I was like, oh, I'm going to get so much done when Ben is not here, and and I got absolutely very little done because
Yeah.
every other day, if it's not a meeting, it's a wedding or whatever, and I just seem to be running around in circles. And as you're listening to this podcast on Sunday, the 31st of May,
Yeah.
I hope to be getting out of bed with a hangover. Because if I don't get a pint of shandy this weekend, somebody will pay the price.
Oh,
Somebody, because I've been so responsible everywhere. Like, we went up to Donegal that weekend. I had a drink on the Saturday night. I did not drink any other time because I
did
had a
you not?
wedding on the Saturday. I couldn't drink. No, I just like when you were responsible, you can't drink. So when I have something to do or somewhere
Now,
to
whoa,
be,
whoa, whoa. When you're responsible. Oh, so I must be very flippin'
no.
irresponsible in my life.
When you're responsible, like when you have to do something. I mean, like when you have to be responsible. Like if you're going
Okay.
to work on Monday morning, you're not going to be here Sunday night. Do you know what I mean? So when you
No,
have to be
definitely not.
responsible. Yeah.
I have
So when
to
you have
put
to
on
be
my big girl
responsible.
britches.
Yeah.
Have to
And
put on
I'd
my
be the
big girl
same.
britches.
So
Oh, I
I
don't know.
cannot, I get into the car. Go on, what?
How do we even get on to, like, we start with one thing and then we wander off again. Go on, tell
Yeah,
me
we're
why
talking about,
you got into the car.
I got into the car the other day and I said to Ben, I cannot wait till Willie Clancy week. I just can't, Siobhan. It's like calling me. Because I go into Willie Clancy, I have a wedding on the Saturday.
That's another month.
It's only a month.
Yeah, that's what I
Let's
mean.
turn it into a positive,
But
Siobhan.
that's a huge thing in your life, isn't it?
That is my whole life. My
Yeah.
whole life, my whole year revolves around Willie Clancy.
Well, I tell you something how big her Willie Clancy is. When I turned 50, I actually had to go in and work when I turned 50 because this one took off to Willie Clancy. Yep.
Yeah, but that was the first year. That was the very first year that I was working in Maybell,
Yeah.
actually. And I will tell you now, that was 2023. You turned 50 in 2023, did you not?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And your birthday fell midweek.
It actually fell when I needed the day off. I think it was a
Wednesday.
Friday.
No, it was Wednesday.
Are you looking at it there?
Yeah, I think it was a Wednesday. And I said, now, if it had it been at the start of Willie Clancy or the end of Willie Clancy, I would have left late or came back
She
early. One or
would.
the other.
She would have left or came,
But-
like whichever. Do you hear her? She wouldn't leave Willie Clancy if I was on the pat fucking roaring in pain and saying I'm dying. She'd say, listen, can you hold off for another day or two till I get this out of my system? That's what she'd do when it
Well, I
comes to
don't
Willie
see
Clancy.
anything wrong with that, Siobhan.
No, there's nothing wrong with it.
priorities.
But
I
put
don't
your
see-
hand up and be counted for it. Don't be
No, but I
lying.
would have. If you were doing something on the Saturday, I would have stayed and went to the thing on the Saturday. If you were doing something the following Saturday, I would have went to Willie Clancy and came home on the Saturday and went to it. But there's
Terrible,
no
Jason.
fucking way in hell I am going home on a Wednesday, middle of the week for Willie Clancy. So this year, I have a wedding on the Saturday. I'm going to get up. I'm going to do my wedding in the Hamlet Court, and then I'm going straight to Clare. And
Oh,
I
do you know what? Then you get
have-
a good out feed in the Hamlet before you head off to Clare.
I won't, because I'll be asleep in the car. But I will.
Why?
That's it. I have a wedding on the 2nd of July, the 4th of July, and then I do not have a wedding till the
Are
25th
you not
of
driving?
July.
You're
So
driving,
that's
aren't
my
you? How will you be
holiday.
asleep?
I am. Because I get hard to stay awake after doing a wedding. Anyway. So when
Oh,
I
what
do
are
a
you
wedding
like?
ceremony, when I do a the amount of energy it takes to hold a ceremony is unbelievable. You wouldn't believe it. So I'd be wrecked after I do a wedding because I'm up and I'm out and I'm gone early to the ceremony. Then I wait. So if the ceremony's at 1 o'clock, I'll be there at 10 o'clock, 10:30 in the morning.
Jeez,
'Cause
there's
they
a lot.
think
There's
that
a lot of
people want
waiting
this.
around, isn't there?
Yeah, there's a good bit of it. And then you have to use all your good energy, all your positive energy. So then when you come out of that room, you can actually breathe because that's your bit done. Your responsibility is now gone. So you kind of just relax. So when I get into the car or when I come home, I just want to zonk out and chill out straight after doing the ceremony. So driving home, so I had a wedding last week in Mayo. That was a long drive. That was over 3 hours up and over 3 hours back. And that was a long day. I left the house at 8:30 in the morning. I didn't get home until nearly 7 o'clock that evening. That's a long day for a wedding
Jesus,
ceremony.
that is a long day.
So it does. It takes a lot of energy. But this year I don't. And that's why I said I can't wait to go to Willie Clancy, because when I finish that wedding on the Saturday, I have nothing for 20 days, Siobhan.
20 days.
20 days. 20 days. And I'm going to prep my wedding for the 25th. So I know I have it done. I'm going to prep that. And then I know I can go down, park my car and let absolutely loose. Loosey goosey.
And then
shake it
what's
out.
the other 10 days for? Repair job.
Oh, yeah, sure. You know I get the willy flu.
Yeah, every year she gets the willy flu. So would you prefer
Every year
to
I get
do
the
that?
willy-itis.
Would you prefer to do that than actually go on a plane? How are you on a plane? Are you conscious, like, of the seat size, the belts, any of that? What's the story?
Well, Siobhan, let's be honest now. There's no point in telling a lie. What other way would you be only conscious because you're bet into the fucking things?
Well, you see, do you know
You get
what?
into
I
the
was
seat.
talking.
You get into the seat and you put your arse in, and the next thing you go to put down the side of the seat, and there's half your hip gone straight away. Like, what? Do you know what I mean? I know they're trying to fit more arses in seats, but they're not your average arse
No,
that those
no.
seats are made for.
But
So
I'll tell
I
you the
always
other
go
thing.
for an aisle seat.
And
Yeah.
but you know what they reckon, right? So I was talking to somebody, and I was actually sitting in a seat. And then, do you know when, let's say, you have your seats booked and nobody's in the inner one? I love the actual window seat, right? So I was talking to somebody, and I don't know how it happened, but the window seat was free. When I booked it, I don't know how I didn't book the window seat. Anyway, we booked the first two. So I sat in was I in the first one? Yeah, the belt was a little bit short in the first one. The belt in the second one was rocked tight. I would have needed an extension. I couldn't get into it, right? Then nobody came and sat beside us. So I got into the one at the window, sat in the one at the window, and that was perfect. No bother at all. So I was talking to somebody since, and I know a lot of people get on Amazon and actually buy the seatbelt extender.
Seatbelt extender. I have one.
But yeah, but they say you shouldn't. They say like flight attendants tell you not to. Anyway, but they say they do have enough for everyone on the plane. I don't think they genuinely do. But I'll tell you what somebody told me that. Do you know when you sometimes see the end of the belt and it's frayed a bit because it's worn? So what they do is they actually cut the frayed piece off. So the belt is getting shorter and shorter.
I knew it. I haven't put on a pound since 1984, Siobhan. I fucking knew it.
No, but in fairness, so you know what? So we know it's tight. There's no denying it. You know what I mean? And you're lucky, you know what I mean, if the belt does or doesn't. Like Ryanair, like I'd be like it fits, but my Jesus Christ, the circulation is cut off down there between one side of my body and the other. But I will say to you about, like, if they're cutting off that, right, even the thinnest people, if they went to put that belt on, is going to end up with a complex. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So what hope have we got? Like, what hope have we got?
I don't. Well, I used to be nervous about going on the plane because of that reason, seatbelts and seats, right? Now, when I'm going on a plane, I walk up those steps and they say, you know, hello, welcome to the flight. Hello, you're very welcome. And I say, hello, how are you? Could I get the extender, please? And they either hand it to me there and then, or they drop it down. I don't give a shit anymore.
Yeah.
I think you get to a certain age and you're like, do you know what? Yeah, look at me, lads. You know I'm after eating spuds all my life. I'm not, getting on the plane in a size 0. Like, I'm not.
But would you say people don't get flights for that reason? Because they're so self-conscious of maybe rocking up and then?
If you don't get a flight because you're afraid the seatbelt won't fit you, then come up here now and I'm going to slap you across the head. Because it is not anything that you should be ashamed of or uncomfortable about or anything like that. That is why seatbelt extenders were made. So you could go on a plane and be comfortable in your seatbelt. So don't let it stop you. Go book the flight and go on your holidays, because life is too short. And you can sit there and you can say, oh, well, if I'm sitting beside someone, and because I could be sitting beside someone and they could make faces because they could see me coming down the aisle and say, jeez. I remember we were going to Manchester. This is a true story, Siobhan. We were going to Manchester. Lord of mercy on my mother's sister, Nancy, passed away. And she lived and Mammy and her sister Nancy were like chalk and cheese. Mammy, you know, like Bette Lynch in Coronation Street. When Mammy's sister was like Bette Lynch, she was 6 foot, blonde, permed, wavy hair. She used to wear this silver MAC coat, a gold dress, gold sandals, all the jewellery. She used to go to Barbados for the winter because she didn't like the cold, like the whole lot. And then Mammy was like Betty's hot pot standing beside her. They were like complete chocolate cheese, right? But I remember anyway, poor Aunt Nancy died, and we got word that she died, and it was a cremation because she offered her body to science. She said, when I die, I'm giving my body to science, she said. So when she died, though, the university was full up, so they couldn't take her body. So at the end of the cremation,
they refused her body.
So, yeah, they couldn't take her. They just couldn't fit her in. Oh, my God. So anyway, so they had a cremation. So I remember booking the flight, right? Myself and my mother and one of my sisters were flying over for the funeral, for the cremation. And I remember we were getting on the plane, right? And there used to be a program on RTE, and it was this really good-looking doctor used to do this health program. Can't think of his name, but he's a really good-looking dude. Well, if he wasn't in the queue to go on the same flight as us, and that wasn't bad enough, I turned around and who else was on the same flight? I need Johnny Vegas, you know, the comedian.
Yeah.
And I pissed myself, and I said, my sister said, what are you laughing at? I said, I'm never going to a Johnny Vegas gig. And she said, why? I said, because the next skit in his show is going to be, I was going on a flight to England and I was getting on the plane. There was these 3 empty birds in the queues in front of me. And I thought, fucking hell, if this seat goes down, it's their fucking fault. And I done the whole skit into my sister's ear going into the queue. And then I said, and then there was some joke about the doctor behind us, and we pissed ourselves laughing. But anyway, we had borrowed a wheelchair because Mammy wasn't technically wheelchair bound at the time, but she couldn't walk a long distance. So I borrowed a wheelchair from my Aunt Rosie to get her on the plane and get her around Manchester and get her to the funeral. And when we got off the plane, we got down, right, we're getting down. And so the wheelchair comes down in the
Yeah.
loading dock or the side of the plane or whatever.
Yeah.
So we were waiting to offload the plane, and the next thing the luggage came down. And here we looked across. Here was one of the wheels off the wheelchair just going across the runway like that. The wheel had fallen off, and I said, Johnny Vegas is pissing himself. He's out there and he's going, fucking hell, looking at the three big birds have burst the bloody tire on the plane. The wheel's gone across the runway. This plane had, there's only one fucking wheel left. They've broken it down already. And we were like in knots. I was like, this is just hilarious. So yeah, so anyway, it didn't stop me. I didn't get a fear of flights. I don't have a fear of steep belts. I did have, and then I was like, do you know what? Life is too short. It's like, you know, eat the cake, drink the drink, do whatever. Because before you know it, you might not be able to go on a flight. Before you know it, you might not be able to wear that swimsuit or bikini or whatever. So do whatever the hell makes you happy. That's it, you know?
Yeah, but it is
It's
so
just,
true, isn't it? Like, it is so true that, like, we spend most of our time saying, like, when I do this, or when I lose weight, I'll do this, or when you know what I mean? And what are we waiting for? Like, before we
Well,
know it, time is gone by us, and that's it.
I won't be losing weight because this is my dinner this evening. Pringles.
So while her
Oh, do you
husband
know
is
what?
out drinking, going away to matches, socialising, she's at home here.
I'm having a tub of
The
Pringles.
poor old devil having just a little tub of Pringles, and that's her dinner.
All on my own. I know.
All on her own.
But you know what it is? Talking about going, like, confidence and going on holidays and going and swimming in swim tanks, because that's where we started this week. I don't know how we end up on these conversations. But anyway, I go to Willie Clancy every year, obviously, and it's in Spanish Point. And Spanish Point and White Strand, some of the most beautiful beaches in Ireland is down around that end of the country. And I never went swimming. Never.
Are you serious?
Because I was so, yeah. And last year I just threw on my togs and the women go swimming every morning. But last year I said, you know what, I'll go swimming. Feck it. So I went down and got in and swam and had the crack and came home. Now, the only thing about sea swimming is I have to be really careful with the sand and walking in sand because I'm prone to infection with the cellulitis and stuff. So if I'm going sea swimming, I have to know that I'm coming straight over and getting into a hot shower, and cleaning
wash
my
the salty
legs
water
and my
off.
feet and stuff down. Yeah, to wash it all down. So that's the only thing about me in sea swimming. Other than that, I'd be in it every day. If I could go to the sea and swim and get straight into a shower, I'd be gone. But anyway, I get into the sea, and then it's a couple of nights later we were sitting, and I was like, oh my God, that swim was so lovely this week. I really enjoyed it. And I said to one of the girls, you know, I never go swimming because I'm always really conscious of my legs.
Yeah.
And she's, what? I said, I'm always really conscious of my legs. You know, the way I have lymphedema in my legs, so my ankles swollen, looking like I've farted in a pair of tights all the time. Like, I have this bubble on my ankle. And they're like, we didn't even notice that. Didn't even. What? And I said, yeah, I've, like, you know, my legs are kind of not disfigured, but they're out of shape. Well, they're like myself, they're discombobulated. But she was like, I didn't even realise that. She said, that is mad. I did not know that you had them thoughts in your head. And she said, I'm just amazed at that because I wouldn't have thought it. And I was like, no, that's just something that I'd be very conscious of. Like, I would be really, really, I would have been
does
really
it just
conscious of
show
my
you
legs.
that you were conscious
Yeah.
of it, but even the group you were with didn't even think that?
They didn't see. It's like you say, people don't see good people. Now, let me just rephrase
Oh
that.
yeah, you'll always
Good
get it. You'll always
people-
get a few of the others without a
Good
shadow of a doubt.
people only see, good people only see the inside of the person. They don't see like the outside or what they have or what they, you know, their physical appearance, you know. So there is the element as well. And the people who look at your physique, your body, your hair, or, you know, to ridicule you or put you down or whatever, again, that's a them person. That's not a you person. That or them problem. That says more about them than it does about you. It's like I was reading a thing the other day when Trisha Lewis was saying that she got loads of messages to say that she was photoshopping her pictures. I think she's fucking stunning. She is stunning. Her hair, her her confidence, the way she does her makeup, she wears lovely dresses. Like, she's very kind of ordinary is not the word I'm looking for, but she has a very simplistic style. She's not OTT, but but she loves her Birkenstocks, and she'll tell you that. But she had a picture up, and she showed the difference. She said she put this picture up, and someone's accused her of photoshopping it. And she said, then she put her post, she said, I took this photo the same day within an hour of that one. But this one I was posed better in. So I posted the one that she was better posed in.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you couldn't see her belly. And we all do that. Most of us do that.
Of
Like,
course we do.
that's what we do. And she's right. You do want to present the best version of yourself all the time because it makes you feel better.
Yeah.
But
But there is a
yourself,
level though. There is a level though, Nicola. Like, you often see some people and you know them in real life, or you've met them in real life, and then you actually see them in their pictures and you're going, sorry, hang on till I look a bit closer. Is that actually you? Like, that's the other element.
yeah, no, but what I was saying is, like, she was saying about the difference between they were accusing her of photoshopping. Nobody wants to put the bad version of themselves out there. No,
No.
when I say bad, they want to post the best picture. So when we pose, it's like when I'm taking a selfie, it's up here, like, that's it, because you want to try and use the chin. Or we'll use a ring light to try. No, I didn't use one today, and you can see actually the bags under my eyes because I probably didn't sleep properly all week, and I'm right tired, hair stand up my head. But, like, you do ordinarily want to kind of portray the best version of yourself, but sometimes then it becomes the extreme, and you become so conscious of having to put on the makeup and having to do your hair and having to wear this and having to turn that it becomes
Yeah.
almost smothering then, and you don't enjoy it anymore.
Yeah. And you
Whereas
know
I
what?
think she's great.
She is, in fairness, she comes across as very ordinary. You know, she's she's a beautiful looking girl, in fairness.
Oh, she's stunning in every way. Like, I'd be laughing because she said she's rough. She said to herself she's rough as a bear's heart, and she throws on the tan, throws on the makeup, and everything, but she always looks really
Yeah,
happy.
she
And
does actually.
she's been through she's been through her stuff. Like, she's been
Yeah,
through a tough old time in life,
yeah.
and a struggle to get where she is. But it's I suppose the key is just being content and being happy in yourself.
But I do think the other thing is people, like, I'm a firm believer people buy people. And I think if you are yourself and you are true to yourself and you come across that way, I think that's what people buy. People buy people. People, they appreciate the person that's is good inside as they are out. And I think it comes across
Yeah,
regardless of how you look. I think if you have that lovely way, I think it does come out, you know what I mean? And people kind of go towards that, as opposed to somebody
yeah,
that's a bit more standoffish or that. Do you know what I mean? So I do think
yeah.
when you sell yourself, you don't, okay, your appearance is a certain amount, but people do genuinely look a little bit beyond the appearance. Well, good people, most people, they look
Good
beyond the
people, you
appearance
see,
and they
that's the
actually
thing.
go for the personality, or they go for, you know what I mean? That's what they look for, not necessarily the looks. But I think we have gone to a place sometimes where it's easier just to look at an easier looking person, isn't it? Or to take the easy road, or put on the filter, or you know what I mean? I
Yeah.
think people
Well, I
do
mean,
that.
for me, when I started kind of doing the weddings and stuff, and I had to use, like, that's it. So social media is a marketing tool for me,
Mm.
and I have to put myself out there. I have to keep my name current, so I have to use it. And there's some days I want to run away from it because it is a lot. It's almost like a job to try
I
and
was
keep
just going
social
to
media
say that
going.
it's nearly a full
Yeah,
time job.
it is, and it's very, very time consuming. Sorry, my savage dog has gone bananas on me. But it is, like, it's a full time job, and it can be so kind of time consuming and stuff. But I remember when I started first, and I was like, oh, trying to put up the perfect picture, trying to put up the perfect post. And I was filtering it, or I was editing it, or I was changing the color, putting on a film over my skin, or whatever at the start. And then I was like, do you know what? I can't be arsed with this. This is like sucking the life out of me, sucking the air
Yeah.
out of me. So then I start putting up just stuff about me and Ben, stuff about me and the dog, stuff about, whatever. And that is it. And if people come to my page to look for me to be a celebrant, and they look at me acting the cod with Ben, and they think, oh, that's not the person for me. I don't like that. That's fine. But I'm not going to change who I am just to get a wedding, or I'm not going to change who I am just to be somebody's friend, or to just be whatever. But I do, and my hat goes off to people who do put themselves out there like that, because being an influencer is not fun. And if
No.
you ask any influencer, they will tell you that. I'm not saying I'm an influencer. Fuck no. Jesus almighty Christ. No way.
But
But I'm
I do
saying,
think, yeah, people forget though it's a snippet. It's literally just a snippet. Like, you know what I mean? And sometimes that one little snippet, because you know what? I do go great and then I go, oh, Janie Mac, I can't be bothered me backside. Nicola does be
yeah, I
giving out to
noticed,
me at
Siobhan.
times. Yeah, I know. My intention does be good. And then you know what? I just feel sometimes who will even be interested in what I put up? Like, you know what I mean? And then you have to get past that as well. And then you have to go and you have to, you have to try and sometimes the 2 second snippet again, you edit it, you know what I mean, like, or you're doing a video or you're putting it to, the music or whatever you're doing. Like, if I like, sometimes I do that maybe once a day or twice a day at a max, and like that's such a job, as Nicola said, it's really like a full-time job. So for
Yeah,
somebody to have to do like, and I know it's only snippets, but for somebody to do that maybe 10, 15, 20 times in a day to actually to create, do you know what I mean?
good.
I just think, oh my God, fair play to you. Absolutely fair play to
Yeah,
you.
no, it's exhausting. And I'm sure if you ask well, like, as I say, any proper influencer who has like a severe following, I don't. I'm many people. I do say I'm a bogger, not a blogger. But you
You're a
ask
bugger,
proper
all
people
right.
who are proper,
You're definitely a
yeah,
bugger.
proper people who have proper followings or whatever it is. I don't know, whatever way you call it, but influencers, you know what I mean. And they will probably tell you that they're exhausted, because I spoke to one or two in reality, and like, I said to them, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do that whole thing of content or PR or ad or gifted or whatever. I mean, Firmu wanted me to do. Sure, they have everyone in the state doing it now, but when Firmu started out uh, last year, and they gave me this thing, and we'll give you 50% code for 50% off. I swear to God, Siobhan, I actually went into it. I was ready to vomit, because I have no problem sitting there and talking when it's like, when I'm in control of what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But then having to actually advertise something for somebody was like, oh my God, I'm allergic. I'm not able. I
Well,
got
I
so
don't mind if I
anxious.
like, because obviously I do it for Fountain, but like, and I've done it for Cove Wow. I've done it for a few of them over the years. But I genuinely, I was asked to do a few that I wouldn't do. You know what I mean? That like, I will only do what I genuinely like. I don't tan, but like at the time there was two different tans, and I picked the one that was kind of that I loved, that I used, and then the other tan was more popular. And people would say to me, "Why didn't you go for the other one like this?" And I was getting all these bits and asked me would I put it, But to me, it was, I couldn't lie to people because I didn't use that tan. Do you know what I mean? I done the one because
Yeah,
that was the one I done. So I just think, plus I often see people, and so they're doing, let's just say for want of a better word, they're doing wow tan, they're doing wow brown, they're doing Vogues, they're doing, how can all those tans be that good?
well,
So
I don't know. I didn't know you were an influencer, Siobhan.
I'm not.
I'll have to go
I'm
back and
definitely not an
get
influencer.
influenced in a wow, Tan.
No, but over the years I have done. There's no point saying I didn't. I did do them, but I certainly
Yeah,
wouldn't be an influencer, Nicola. I wouldn't. You could count on two hands what I've done, but I've done them because one is because I actually used them myself, or you know what I mean, or I wore it, or you know what I mean. I tried it, like there was, but I never got into
yeah.
that thing of
Even at
doing.
that, though.
Oh no,
Yeah, even at that
you
now.
even see
I
me,
love
Nicola.
showing off whatever.
Disaster.
I love showing off anything that I get that I find is good or a bargain or whatever. I've no problem doing that. But if you asked me, if you
Yeah,
said to me, right, Nicola, will you advertise this headset that I got, right?
you wouldn't be able to
This,
because it looks better on me anyway.
yeah, no,
Ground
you
control
don't have a
to
ditch like mine.
Major Tom.
Major Tom. If you said to me, right, will you do this headset, Nicola? I'd say, if I said to you, right, oh, just give us that and I'll do a video and I'll throw it up with you as well. No bother.
Yeah.
But if you asked me to do it, complete reverse. I go into
Yeah.
complete reverse. I'm as awkward. I get so awkward, Siobhan. It's so funny. And again, it's about like people say, someone saying, oh, you're so brave to put yourself out there. I have no problem putting myself out there. But then if I meet somebody, and I met people at the communion, and the communion was last week in Robertson, and I too, as I said, two grandniece, grandnephew for there. So I went over to the church, and there was people in the church, and there was one girl coming out sitting. I'm even getting allergic to it now, Siobhan. I can't cringe. I was sitting there, and she came in and she walked by and she went, oh, there you are. How are you getting on? I see you on Facebook every day. How you, Ben? And Ben just goes, hi. And
Oh,
that's
yeah.
it. I'm like, oh, go away with that. How with that? Will you go away with that? Like, I feel myself just curling into a ball in the corner. I'm like, just please don't talk to me. Because, like, in my head, nobody sees me. Only,
The
like,
few.
that's the mental part about it. Yeah. In my head, I don't think anybody sees me. And then you go somewhere. And like I told you, we were up in Bundoran and somebody shouted out the window of the car, how are you, Nicola? How are you, Ben? I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ. All right, who's that? Shared real life. But I just think that any influencer out there like that, the likes of Trisha Lewis, Ray Corey, whatever, that put themselves out there, I say fair ball to them because it is not easy. It's not an easy job. People think it's a
No,
handy
it's
number,
not an
and
easy
it
job.
is.
But you know what? And the other thing
No,
is,
wouldn't
I
do it.
don't even like that, Nicola. I don't even like that fair play to them. Like, because you know what? Why shouldn't they?
What do you mean?
Why shouldn't you do your story? Why shouldn't Trisha Lewis do it? You know what I mean? I
No,
like,
I mean fair play to them for being able to keep it up
oh,
because I couldn't
the work
as a
aspect
job.
of it. Yeah.
Yeah, for the work that goes into them, fair
But I
play to
don't
them.
like even when someone like, because like it was said even to me as well, like, oh, fair play to you for putting yourself out there doing that. Like, what do you mean? So who was I supposed to ask permission of? Like, I don't quite get that.
No, but the fair play to you, I mean, is fair play to you for the level of work that
The
goes
level
into
of
it.
work,
Because I
yeah,
could not.
absolutely. But
Yeah,
I
the
hate
level of
when you
work. I'm
get the
talking
other
about.
fair play. You know that other one? Oh, fair play to you. Like, and
Fair
the
play
head
to the
is
fact you're
tilted.
putting yourself out there, that one.
Yeah. Oh, you're not ashamed
Yeah.
anyone to see you. Oh.
You know, yeah. No, I mean fair play to them for being able to consistently create
Yeah.
content because
Yeah.
I couldn't do it.
No, neither could I.
I know I create a lot of content. I know I put up
And you
stuff,
do, in
but
fairness,
then
like
I
you
can.
create a good, because like, I mean, I couldn't even, I'm only in the halfpenny place because she'd just be giving out to me for not putting up stuff. And you know what I mean? But I'm a
Well,
disaster.
I don't. The agreement at the start of the podcast was that I will do all the technical stuff and Siobhan, you do the social media stuff. And she's done zero.
Yeah.
The first week she flew it, the second week she slowed down. Now she's at total stop.
No,
She's
do
like
you
in a
know what?
coma.
Do you know what? Like, do you know what it is? It's trying to put it all together. I sometimes feel like I done it arseways, for want of a better word. Like, I feel like I'm after making an arse of it. So, do you know what? I'm actually going
Well,
to
you've only
try.
last week I just literally took a screenshot of 3 or 4 pictures from the recording and posted it in a reel, and that was it.
But you have the pictures. I don't have the pictures.
I screenshotted the recording that I sent to you, the same recording. So don't be coming up and Jack excuse it to me, bitch. Taking none of your nonsense now, Siobhan.
I tell
None
you,
of
no,
it.
she is so techie and I am so far behind. It's actually not even funny.
But I'm not techie, but I have to learn because in my, like, for me, that is my life.
Yeah.
Like, that is what I do. And without putting my name out there, I don't get weddings. Like, a lot of my weddings come through word of mouth, right? A lot of funerals come through, like, accidental crossing paths with people or whatever. But without those, without social media, without people knowing what I do, like, for instance, people think, they say, oh, she's a humanist. I'm not a humanist, right? I am an interfaith minister. There's a massive difference. And that's something that I'm going to be working on posting about in the next couple of weeks, because that's something I really want to get out there. Humanist is no religion whatsoever. As an interfaith minister, we can provide a ceremony, funeral, wedding, whatever it is, with religion or without religion. It's people that we minister to, not whatever.
So you're any
Excuse me.
religion.
I'm stopping whizzing. And it's any person. It's just human connection. That's what it is. But anyway, that's besides the point. So my thing is, and that's the other thing, because I don't just want to be known as a wedding celebrant, because there is wedding celebrants. I went to a venue the other day and I said, well, how are you getting on? I haven't seen you in ages. And they said, Nicola, the amount of wedding celebrants out there is ridiculous. I said, who are you telling, lad? Sure, I know. And they said, but like, it's not good. It's not good. People are starting to do this just as a sideline. and they're not putting the effort in, and it's not good. It's not good for us as a venue, and it's not nice for the couples either, because they're dealing with people who really don't care. They're just in it for a few pounds. Now, not
Yeah.
everybody, but there
Yeah.
is a few that are in there because it's a handy number. So I am now, that's why I put up my everyday stuff, because I want people to see me as a human being, not as a wedding celebrant.
Yeah.
And in turn, then there'll
Well,
be
that's
lots of stuff
debatable
coming up in
now
the
on
next couple
most
of weeks.
days, but that's neither here nor there.
What, that I'm a celebrant or a human being, or
The
both?
human being part of it.
Well, I look like a robot today. On
I'm
this
telling you,
week's
you look
episode.
like you have Tourette's. Here she is with her Tourette's. That's what it's like.
Yeah. No, I look like I'm going to do the.
That's
What
you.
was that? She's a model and she's looking good. What was that? What was that song? Waxwork or
I've no
something.
idea.
Do you remember that song?
No.
She's a model and she's looking good. Da 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 da. Do you know? Oh my God! And I heard another song. I'm getting so old. I heard another song today. And don't be good to me. Somebody put it up on Facebook. Does anyone remember this song? And I'm like, I know that song. They put up the lyrics, and it was like, what is
Just
what
be
is that
good
song?
to
Or do you know
me.
this song?
Yeah, I knew that
In
one
the
all right.
morning. Yeah, but it's
Just be good to
bus
me.
walk. Yeah, and the words is something. Bus fly? No, tank fly, bus walk, jam nitty gritty. You're listening to the boy in the big bad city. This is jam hot.
Hot.
You look like it with the headphones. This is jam
Jam
hot. Boom.
hot.
I remember that, yeah. So we're not that old. We do remember some of the cool songs. But anyway, that's next week's conversation. We'll talk about music next week and the way things get moved around and because the song's coming on the radio and it starts and I'm like, oh, I used to love this. And then it's a remix. I'm like, can they not make their own songs now? That's
But you know
my
what?
generation.
TikTok is
Come on,
great
now.
though, actually, for the older songs, isn't it?
TikTok, yeah, I love bit
Yeah,
TikTok.
it's great
Love
for
bit
the older
TikTok.
songs, in
I'm
fairness.
only getting into TikTok now. I'm only getting into it now. I
Ben
wasn't before,
loves
but I'm
it.
into it now. Ben loves TikTok. He's funny.
Yeah. He
Anyway,
is
look,
funny.
we shall tip on, I think, and
Lads, don't forget to keep sending in your emails. We do love, we love
Yeah.
reading them. We don't even get to actually to call them out or anything because I
yeah,
don't know where the flipping time does go. But don't
I
forget,
know.
it's
There we go.
thisbiglife@yahoo.com. Send us your
Yahoo.com.
emails. Slide into our DMs if you want. We always get loads of messages on the LDMs as well. You can get me on Siobhan My Fab Curvy Life. You can get my gorgeous co-hosts on.
Oh, I'm going to the co-host this week. What?
On?
Me, over here.
Yeah.
Oh, Nicola Moore and Celebrants.
There you go. Nicola Moore and Celebrant. Lads, have
Nicola Moore and Celebrant.
Nicola Moore and Celebrant. Have a super weekend. Enjoy the long weekend. The extra day makes all the difference, doesn't it? And the shorter week.
Yeah.
I will be in Westport
wait.
when this comes out. Hopefully.
I will be in
Actually,
a
I'm on a boat
state.
on Sunday. Hope I actually stay
Are
on
you?
the boat.
Could.
Could be true.
Popeye the Sailor Man.
Could be thrown overboard. I'm a long time with Willie, you know. Listen, have a great weekend.
Have a great one, folks, and we will talk to you next week.
Take care for now.
Soon.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
We talk. Hey, you made it. Take a breath. This is your moment. Right here, right now. We talk big dreams, small steps, real days, messy hearts, and finding our way. Welcome to this big life, where the weight of things change everything. Pull up the chair, press play. Let's groove, let's live, yeah, this big life.